Hey, hey, hey! It's your girl, Hennither Bianca again. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If this is your first time watching, I am Hennither Bianca again. I am a hiring strategist with Career Image Solutions, but I also help to empower, to equip, and to help other HR professionals turn their skills into a profitable business. At the root of it, though, I'm a teacher, I'm an encourager. So I always come and make sure that I'm giving you some nuggets to help you to command your day. So today, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you to command your day. In fact, what I'm hoping to do today is to help you to command your new year. Okay. For those of you watching live as soon as I post this is now October 2020. And if you know me personally, you know that I am a businesswoman at heart. And I don't believe in waiting until December the 31st for you to be planning for the new year. This is the time to plan. This is the time to reset. So that is exactly what I'm sharing with you all today. 4 points. 4 points to reset, 4 points to reset. And what I want you to do, this is something I don't normally say, but don't just watch this. If you have an opportunity to do so, I want you to take out a piece of paper. I want you to, not a piece of paper, I want you to take out your journal so you don't lose that piece of paper. Who am I talking to? Right? And I want you to jot down some notes. I do believe that as I share some of these nuggets, your brain will start to rejolt and start to remember some of the things that you were supposed to do that you didn't do. But there's no condemnation. So I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to simply encourage you that it is time to reset. Reset, reset, reset. This is the time. Okay. So 4 points to reset. First point, I want to know, I want you to I want you to write down. You need to be transformed in your mind. Yes, y'all know I'm a Jesus girl, so everything always turns back to scripture, right? But in Romans 12:2, it says, and do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by what? The renewal of your mind, that you may prove what it what is that good, that you may prove what is the good and acceptable perfect will of God. Okay. Romans 12:2. So bottom line is, before you go into 2021, right, I want you to transform your mind, right, and not be conformed to this world. What do I mean? Stop looking at what other people are doing and comparing yourselves to it, because the reality is that what God has for you is for you. There are doors that have been shut on you on purpose. There have been doors that have been opened for you on purpose, but you cannot ask God to guide your footsteps if you are not going to move your feet, period, point blank. But you have to renew it in your mind first. You can't say you want $1 million and you don't have $1 million mindset. No, I'm not going to say you can't. The reality is that you can ask for it. And there are people that have received it, right? But what happens is, quick as you get it is as fast as you lose it. So for some of you might be on a journey. It's like, man, I should have been here by now. I should have been here by now. Listen, stop. This is time to reset. You can literally draw a line in the sand today and say that what used to be is no longer. And I am transformed by the renewing of my mind. I am new. I am a new creature, right? So I want you to transform yourself and really ask yourself, do you believe in what you say that you really want? You all know, again, if you've been following me, you know that I coach and strategize with career professionals that may not know what they want to do, or they just they're looking to transition into a new career. But I also coach and strategize again with HR professionals that are looking to turn what they know into a business. And with both populations, the reality is that it first starts with mindset, right? Do you really believe that you can achieve this thing? Do you really believe that you can do it? Because if you don't, you're wasting so much time. Now, doubt does come. Don't get me wrong. Doubt definitely comes. I got stories for days, which is why you have to build a really good circle and say your affirmations, all of that good stuff. Oh, by the way, quick plug. If you're looking for some affirmations, make sure you check out my book, Commanding My Day with Declarations Around the Clock. It is on Amazon. But you have to make sure that your mindset is completely transformed. Because if you don't believe that you can achieve whatever it is that you say that you want to do in 2021, you're not going to achieve it. And you'll find yourself just chasing your tail all around again, right? So again, there's some things that God can do, but there are some things that you can do, right? So begin to renew your mind. If he said that you can do it, then you can do it, right? Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the provision. Whew, I'm talking to myself. There was a big opportunity today that fell on my lap, and I like started giving all types of excuses. And my husband was like, wait, that's not your job. Your job is not to focus on the results. Your job is to go ahead and take action. A whole word, right? A whole word. So that's the first thing. I want you to transform your mind. Do you actually believe that I'm talking to you, that you can achieve that very thing that you say that you want? I don't care whether it's a job. I don't care whether it's a position. I don't care whether it's a business. I don't care whether it's marriage. I don't care whether it's a child. I don't care what it is. Do you really believe it? Like really check yourself, right? Do you really believe it? Something recently that I had to do was to check myself on the financial goals that I wanted to attain. For me, when I first got started in business, I thought it was about money. And then I quickly realized it. Let me rephrase that. No, I didn't think, not the first thing. When I first started business, I knew it was about impact. But because my eyes were focused on the world, I started looking at business as if it was just money, right? I'm like, oh, how much money? If I don't make this much money, then I'm not successful, and blah, 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 blah. Well, as I began to learn more about business, if you all know my story, I left my full-time job as a government employee and started and jumped out to be a full-time entrepreneur, started my HR consulting company, and now we're doing pretty okay, right? But I remember when I first made the leap, maybe about the following year, which wasn't that long ago, I thought to myself, man, I've been focused on the wrong thing. I really need to do a mindset. I need to reset my mind. And I started looking back at the journals, like, why did I get started? I never got started because of money, right? Once you chase whatever you focus on is what you get. But what I've learned in business is that if you seek to add value, if you seek to be relevant to society, which is the motto of my church, if you seek to just to really provide great service, then referrals will come. Money chases you down. One of my affirmations, money chases you down, right? And it was just really interesting because now, fast forward, I recognize that, yeah, by all means, listen, I am not the one to tell you that to get into business and not get paid. This is not a hobby. If you want a hobby, you can start a nonprofit. And let me tell you, nonprofits still get paid, okay? But what I am saying is that you have to really kind of reset and refocus, like figure out, why did you get started? And for me, business is like, man, it's not about the money. It's about the freedom that you get. It's about the autonomy that I get. It's about me being able to be a wife and be able to be a mother, to be able to be a daughter, to be able to do things that I want to do. I'm like, man, that's worth so much more than money. Wow. Again, I'm not saying that money is not important, okay? It is right up there next to oxygen. But hopefully you get what I'm saying with that. So again, don't look at what other people are doing. You get your directions and your instructions from him, and you go and you make sure that you do the work, that you can really transform your mind so you can believe what it is that you say that you want. All right. Point number 2, write your vision. Oh my gosh. It sounds so simple, right? Especially those of us, if you are a dreamer and you are like, hey, oh yeah, because I want to do this. Oh, I've always wanted to do this. Oh man, I remember getting it. I talked to HR folks. I remember wanting to get and start my own HR consultant. When was the last time you wrote down your goals? When was the last time you wrote down the vision? Why do you want to do it? Have you written it down? No. Well, it's probably, chances are it probably won't happen because you haven't written anything down. I guarantee you. Chances are you now again, people write it down and they still don't do it. Don't get me wrong, but your chances are much higher. It's actually scientifically proven, right? And when you write some things down, it won't leave you alone. Because I promise you, you're gonna find that journal later on, and dang on it, I didn't do it. Whereas you keep it in your head, it's just like, oh, okay, it's just a thought, right? So write your vision down. One of the things I love to do is vision boards. I love vision boards. I'm actually redoing another vision board. It was such a blessing. I might do a video on that one day. It was such a blessing because I was able to, I looked at the vision board that I created years ago. And oh my gosh, to see how many things had been achieved. I didn't necessarily look at it that frequently. And to see all the things that the Lord has allowed me to accomplish that was on the vision board is just amazing. So again, write your vision. Whether you're writing it down on paper, whether you're putting it in a vision board, whatever it is, write that vision. Point number 3 is to set your intentions. So writing the vision is not enough, okay? Set your intentions. What do I mean by that? If you know me personally, I am big about scheduling. When are you going to do it? Who do you need to work with? What's your intention what's the intentionality about it, right? The intentionality is super, super, super critical. So you have to set your intentions, all right? And tip number 4, once you set your intentions, you have to just do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Seriously, there comes a point in time where you what are you really waiting for? What's the worst that could happen? How many more excuses are you going to give, right? It just comes a point in time where you just have to do it. And what I will say to this particular point, and trust me, I know how it is to have an idea, to have a dream, to have a goal and not pursue it because of so many just different reasons, fear, that you name it. But really, all of those things are artificial. They are not real. They're not real things. They're really not real things. So one of the ways that you combat all of those artificial things like fear and doubt and all of that stuff, all of these things that we make up, all of these excuses, is that we counteract it with action and we go ahead and do it. So one of the things that I did, especially in business, I started hiring, investing in coaches. And that's something I never did. I never, because when you're in business by yourself, you don't have somebody paying for your courses. You have to be intentional about what you're going to spend your money on versus what you're not going to spend your money on, right? It's a whole different ball game. That's why I tell some people, if you're not ready to leave your full-time job, don't hop, skip in a hurry. Make sure you have your plan in action, which I help people do as well. But you want to make sure that you do it. That's one of the best ways to counteract all of those artificial, I like to call it the real artificial intelligence, right? Because it makes you feel like, oh yeah, I can't do it because I have kids, because I don't know how to start. Well, guess what? The best way to do it is you find somebody that can help you. Okay. You find a coach that can help you. You invest in yourself, because accountability will really help you get to action. When you put some dollars on the line, listen, when you put some dollars, and the numbers I keep investing myself keep going higher and higher and higher. I'm like, who am I? Where am I? Okay, let me stop. I'm really corny, but I tell a lot of jokes, and sometimes I'm the only one laughing. But point number 4 is that you want to do it. You just want to do it. Literally, once you set your intentions, don't ignore that calendar reminder. Don't ignore that Post-it note that you put it on your mirror. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore that person telling you, oh, well, didn't you say you were going to do that? No, go ahead and do it. Set your intentions, right? Which was point number 3. And the 4th one, I just want to encourage you to just do it, do it, do it. Don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. Just do it. If you know that you're called to do it, then I believe that you can do it. Truly, any vision that comes from God for your life, anything that you're called to do, He's giving you the provision to do it, and you just have to believe it. So let's just do a quick recap, right? 4 points to reset. First thing is transforming your mind. Second thing is writing the vision. Third thing is setting your intentions. And the fourth thing is just to do it. So I hope that this word of encouragement blessed you today. I hope that it ignites you. And I want to hear about what you are going to do, okay? You tell me up to 4 things that you are going to do this year to prepare for your 2021. I want to see it in the comments below. Even if you end up watching this as a replay and you like, hey, I'm resetting in March 2021. I don't care when it is. I want you to put it in the comments below, and I comment, I read all of my comments, okay? So go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you're planning to work on. And if it's something that you need, go ahead and say it. You never know who's watching. You never know what I might know. You never know, but go ahead and say what you need so that way you can start attracting it. All right, everybody, until next time, don't forget to command your day. By the way, if you are a career professional, if you are in business and you're looking to hire, or you are a career professional looking to get hired, feel free to check out our website at career-image.com. If you're an HR professional that's looking to turn your skills into a profitable business, and you're just kind of looking for some fine tuning on what to do, whether it's one-on-one strategy session, whether it's groups, whatever it is, I want you to check out kingdomhr.biz, kingdomhr.biz. All right, everybody, and follow me on social media. Check out the description box below with all of that information. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, don't forget to command your day.